Live at 5, it's offer review, and we have some very controversial Red Star offers for Silver Surfer and such. But we also had a blog post, and the blog post was largely uneventful for two main things that I think are of interest. If you didn't get a chance to read it, that the first one is that Bishop is going to the War Store, which is already a cluttered space, and I got to be frank with you, this is exactly where I thought he was going to go. I mean, I think I called it a couple days ago. It's like, yeah, they're going to put Bishop in the War Store. It just made sense to me. They're going to remove Hydra Sniper, which is great that they're removing characters as they put them in there. And you can still find them in Cosmic 2-3. And then also there was an announcement of the second Maria Hill Blitz, which will be starting next Thursday. There's one currently running now. The second one we're running next week. Typically, the second version of the Blitz will also have some Red Star availability, which that is good. I also want to bring out that there is going to be a road ahead for the rest of this year and maybe even parts of the spring. For blog post, a road ahead blog post. I don't know what they call it. I can't remember. That's going to be on Tuesday. I'm highly interested in that. I have a lot of predictions on what I think is going to be in that post. I'm sure you do too. Hopefully we get some new game modes. That's what I'm mostly interested in knowing, is that they're developing new game modes. I guarantee they're going to talk about Gear Tier 16, Level 85, DD5, stuff like that, but that is not really interest to me. I mean, in save squads, I guarantee they're going to talk about save squads, but that's what I'm expecting. We'll have to see on Tuesday. I just also wanted to acknowledge this Reddit post right here, which I thought was kind of interesting. Can we get an increase to the health pools of some of the older characters so they don't get one shot with the flavor of the month, power creeping characters? This game needs some sort of balance. I don't think they're going to do this, but yeah, it's absurd how crazy it is. Where you look at health pools of a character like Minerva or Shuri, and it's like they're so power crept from these new characters. I mean, look at Captain. I know people are saying, say it right, Captain America Sam Wilson. Okay, fine. I guess I don't know. Anyways, yeah, let's do this. Let's go look at these ridiculously absurd offers. And we'll talk about it, and I'm going to talk about why I really, really do not like these. First one right here is Red Star Draft Silver Surfer. Now, I want to say that, and it's let me explain what the offer is. Red Star Draft Silver Surfer. There's an equal chance of a 3, 4, or 5 Red Star. Couple questions about this. First things first. I think most people have already upgraded their Silver Surfer, right? So that's kind of interesting, and I can't tell you how disappointed I would be if I had spent $20 on this and spent $20 on this and I got a 3 red. 3 red's useless. If this was just you only get a 5 red Silver Surfer, maybe I could say sure, maybe you do this. And in the past, whenever they've had these drafts 3, 4, 5. The ones that I like the most was $20, and it was for 5 pulls on 5 characters. And we're going to go over some team ones here in a minute that are $35. Also not a fan of them. So typically the way that I valued these is like, okay, what if you already had like a 5 or a 6 red, and you get, I tried to add value by just what you get in the Elite Fours. Well, this right here will net you about, on average, 1,700 Elite Fours if you already have it at 6. So there's no value there. I just don't think this is a great deal. If you feel lucky and you think you're going to get a 5 red for $20, that's a great deal. But I got to tell you, me personally, I'd be disappointed if I pulled a 3, and I'd be disappointed if I pulled a 4. It's just that simple. I can't really get behind this. I think most people have already upgraded their Silver Surfer, and there's a couple characters that I highly recommend upgrading. Silver Surfer's one of them, Kestrel, Gamora, and recently I just started upgrading Phyla. And in the past, we've also Longshot and Bishop also seem pretty good characters to upgrade. Anyways, not a fan. Let's move on. There are some offers that we're gonna take a look at today. Okay, Red Star Inhuman, again, not a fan. So let's just do the core math on this. Okay, it's 5 characters, equal chances of 3, 4, 5. Inhuman team. Yo-Yo, and there's a lot of people unloading this team. But here's the thing is they used to sell these offers for $20, and I was a big fan of them. Then they went to $30, and I was like, not a fan. Then I went to $25, and then some teams, maybe I'm a fan. If this was a 3, 4, 5, 6, that'd be very different, but it's not. And I understand that this is an inexpensive way of getting a team up and running. Maybe you're going to look at it, but I'm just telling you, this is not a good value. So the math that we do on this is what if you had all members of this team at 5 stars? What would be the underlying value if you just got duplicates on average? Well, you would net out 8,700. I think that's the math. 8,500 Elite Four tickets, which is a little more than 1.5 Elite Fours. Which a single Elite Four orb has probably a value on Scopely anchor pricing is $20, but the community values those somewhere between about $10, maybe a little more than $10 for some people, a little under for $10 for most people. So it kind of makes sense when this is, if this was Scopely, if this was $20, the Krakens would buy it just to get the Elite Fours. I mean, this is where it's like, wow, I have one character that's not at 5. I don't have my crystal, let's say, at 5. And you know what? I'll roll this just for the chance of maybe my crystal will get upgraded, but the rest of it will break even because I'll get the Elite Fours. $35? No way. It's trash. There's a Pimtech one in here too, and that's worse. It's worse. So my suggestion to you on this is, if you want to upgrade your Black Bolt and you want to put red stars into him, that's fine. I don't really think the rest of the team needs red stars. Not really. Whatever you get, you get. All right. I think people will buy this though. I do think there'll be some people that just buy this anyways, but I don't see the value myself personally. I'm not going to suggest that people run, jump, and get into this. All right. Resource calendar 3-day. We're going to buy this, and the reason we're going to buy this is because $1 for 100 power cores is a good value. In fact, I think 100 power cores probably should cost more than $1. So you're not only getting a reasonable value for 100 power cores, but you're also getting 100,000 gold, which is nice, and then 100,000 purple training materials, which is the same thing as 50 gold training materials. So we're going to pick this up. Thank you, Scopely, for an actual microtransaction. It's not a significant microtransaction, but it's something, right? So we're going to pick that up and we're going to move on. All right. So offer review, we've got a purchase tonight in offer review. I would say I'm probably going to be the only one. Okay. Costume bits offer. Save over 65% of this. I don't understand that. On 6,200. Okay. So first things first. That you get 400 energy. And 400 energy to me has a value of at least $2. And then you've got some Captain America shards. So if you're a new player and don't have Captain America maxed out, that might be value to you. For most veteran players, they have Captain America a long time ago. And then it comes down to, is this worth getting this amazing classic Captain America? Now, I just also want to point out that this is the gray phase bits, whatever. And these will eventually, these bits will convert into the costume bits, and you can use the normal costume bits to unlock the Doritos triangle shield for 2,500, which I did today. I really like this costume. This is probably the first costume I've been pretty excited about. Largely, some of them have been kind of mediocre. I'm excited for the Gamora one. I can't wait for the Gamora one. But anyways, do what you got to do. I don't place a high value on cosmetics, and other people do. I'm just saying, a lot of people do. I don't. Do what you got to do, but this is worth about $2 to me. That's not really worth anything, and that's really not worth anything to me. But do what you got to do. If you value costumes higher than I do, then there you go. This event's ending soon, so let's move on. Deputy Director Orb offer. This is the Maria Hill Orb that has a minimum 6, maximum 180. Average is a little bit over 9 Maria Hill per shard. I value these shards at $3 a piece, so to me, this offer has a value of about $27. I think people will be buying this. Do whatever you got to do. But I'm blitzing for her. I'm actually behind on my blitz. I've been a little bit lagging on my blitzes. So set your 2-hour timers now. Let's move on. Psychic Destroyer offer. Boy, I wonder if she's telepathic like me. I'm telepathic. Hey, let's ask her. Yeah, she says she is. Okay. Psychic Destroyer of Words. So do I think this is a good value? Typically, I'm not a fan of 50 character shards for $35. Also, this is a gold orb, which has a value to me of $2, and then a training material orb, $1.50. The Infinity Watch ladies are overpowered as all get out. Easily the best team in the game by a long shot, and they're just broken. If you already have Nebula, Gamora, and Phyla, I think this is worth. I mean, I would buy this myself on my own account. If I had the other 3 sisters and I didn't have Moondragon, I would do it. And because that team right there at low red and yellow stars, there's a lot of value there. The team wrecks nerds. I'm just saying. And I think they're the absolutely brokenest, best team in the game right now, and they will be for a minute. And they're dominating most game modes in all ways. A lot of uses. They can carry you through a large percentage of the game. And I also feel very strongly about the 2 plug-and-play characters that have been recently introduced, Kestrel and Silver Surfer. Specifically Kestrel. Kestrel with these 4 ladies. Amazing, right? Amazing. Anyways, let's move on. But not a high degree of value. If you've already had Moondragon already unlocked, I don't know if I would be buying this. But we don't know what the availability of Moondragon and Phyla is going to look like, because they're so new. All right, let's move on. Trash! Absolutely garbage. Trash. I don't even like this team. At least the Black Bolt. I like Black Bolt and Yo-Yo on the other team. The only person I like on this team is Ghost. The rest of them are garbage. Even Yellow Jacket's trash. I don't like him. Let's move on. This is the exact same scenario as the offer up there that I talked about earlier in the video. So anyways, let's move on. Upgrade to premium. So I have this in my account because I've already spent $20 unlocking the top track on the RTA Battle Pass. And so what they're saying is, do you hate playing RTA? If you don't want to pay as much RTA, you can spend $20 to not play it as much. That's what it says. It's like they're almost like they're the company themselves have incentivized making RTA not fun to play, because then you could spend $20 to not play it as much. Just saying. 1-man army, multiple men is hard node farmable. He is a member of the X Factor, which along with Jubilee unlocks Adam Warlock, which was our most recent legendary character. Probably have Adam Warlock come through in another couple more months. The first time was maybe a month ago, so it'd be several months before we have another one. I don't know if I would. I'm not really a fan of his kit necessarily. I'm a big fan of Longshot and Shatterstar. Multiple Man, I'm a little bit lukewarm about. Yes, he's done well for me in times. He has his place. He's situational is what I'm trying to say. He's a situational character, a lot of fun, and there's not a lot of value of 50 character shards for $30 in my opinion. Let's move on. ISO 8 energy offer. I do like this offer. I'm not going to buy it. If you are in dire need of upgrading a couple characters to help your alliance out and participate in the Doom Raid, I think this is a reasonable way of doing it. And the reason for that is that this 1000 energy now, the energy now has improved drop rates, basically double drops on ISO and ions, and has fragments. Also, by that same token, this was all introduced last patch. I do not like these. I like these half as much as I did before the patch. And pretty much any offer that includes these pieces, I'm going to call trash. But any offer tonight that has ISO energy, I'm probably going to be favorable to. I'm not going to buy this, but I think this is reasonable enough if you're in that particular situation I mentioned. Let's move on. Golden Bundle, trash. At best, I value gold orbs at $2 a piece, so that's maybe $14. That's maybe another $5, so $19. Not even close to $35. Let's move on. Trash. Garbage. Don't buy. I just think these are terrible. What I would suggest is getting $14 worth of cores and committing to at least doing the 50s every day, then buying this. 50 refreshes on ISO 8 energy. Yes, I think it's great. Same. Garbage. Okay. I recently reduced my valuation on training materials, and that largely has to do with this perception that training materials are not as horribly scarce as they were 6 months ago. Yes, there is still scarcity with training materials, but in my opinion, I feel like it has been relieved a little bit, partially due to the Skill Military monthly training event. I suspect it has something to do with it. At best, I value these now at $1.50. I used to value them at $2, but the valuation on this is horrible. $6.50 plus maybe another $2. $8.50 does not add $20. So I'm not a fan of this. Let's move on. 3000 energy, I value at $15. And I don't value this much here at all. So the only time I would say that, and this is a normal offer. This is an offer that's here pretty much persistently a couple times a week, like twice a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a month. I mean, 4 or 5 times a month at least. This is always here. And the only time I would suggest this is maybe if you're trying to push for level 80 or you're trying to take advantage of some sort of promotional event with double drops of some kind. Check the events tab. But other than that, nah, we're going to have to pass on that. All right, let's move on. Orb draft. Please, please, please go away. Purple ability orb, watermelon orb. They're garbage. I value them at 10 cents. There's no way I'm ever going to buy this offer because if I get that ability orb that's worth 10 cents, it's pretty much just trash. Let's move on. Or Consumables bundle, pack of shame. Be a dirty blitzer or blitz a lot and just refresh the store. And then you never have to buy this. Let's move on. Ultimate Orb Frenzy. At best, I value gold orbs at $2 a piece. Premium orbs $1 a piece. So to me, this has $18 value. New players will see higher value in premium orbs than a veteran player. Just want to point that out. Veteran players typically have a lot of characters already at 7 stars, but a newer player that is looking for bulk shards, this may be a reasonable offer for you, but no, I've never bought it. Let's move on. Trash, more trash, even more trash. All of this is garbage. No 10 for 10. Scopely, please bring back the 10 for 10. Let's go over to my free-to-play account. Sometimes there's a little bit different offers over there because of, they just do. I don't know. At best, we got this is worth a buck. So we've got 100 Quake shards for $9. Congratulations everybody that unlocked Black Bolt this week. Black Bolt plus 4 other members of the Inhumans, which includes Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel's an Inhuman as well. Is the unlock at 5 stars and the unlock required for Ebony Maw. And in my opinion, that's the only thing that Quake is good for right now is unlocking Ebony Maw. Other than that, I'm not really using her other than in Blitz. Let's move on. I don't like that. Don't like that. I do like that. This is some more of a subjective thing. If you like costumes, I guess. There's not a lot of value to me personally. I can see why people buy this. I'm a fan of this overall. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm indifferent to this. I think that I can see why people would buy this. Trash. 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 More trash. A lot of trash. And everything else is trash. I think that does it for today. Are you looking forward to the blog post? Blog post is supposed to be out on Tuesday. I'll be on early if I know when it's going to be out, but I'm going to try to be on the stream for when it goes live. I definitely will be making videos about the blog post, of course. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on game. Okay, bye.